So you've logged into your class and you've completed the Getting Started module. Next on the list is to get started in your Chapter 1 assignment module. So I'm here in our Canvas homepage. I'm going to click Modules to go to the module page, and this is again where you're going to find all the information for the class. I think I'll click this little button here to move the Getting Started module out of the way now that I'm done with that. Now I can see here is the Chapter 1 module. So I think let's go ahead and start at the beginning. We'll click on Chapter 1 Objectives, and this will tell you what you're going to be learning in this chapter. So you can see the chapter is broken up into two parts, Project 1A and Project 1B. You're going to get started in a workbook, you're going to enter data, you're going to format cells, you're even going to make a chart. There's all sorts of things that you're going to do in this chapter. Once you've reviewed this information, let's go ahead and click on Next. And then it says Step 1, review the PowerPoint and video resources. These are located in MyLab IT, as you can see here. So this page just kind of gives you an overview of what these resources, what you might find in these resources. So there's a PowerPoint presentation, there's videos that give you a short overview of what you're going to be doing in each one of the projects, and then there are Learn How videos. So if they're in MyLab IT, then we need to come back over to our navigation menu and click on MyLab and Mastering so we can go find those. So once you've registered in MyLab, you will get this button that says Open MyLab and Mastering. So go ahead and click on that button, and remember, since our two classes, Canvas and MyLab, are synced together, once you've registered, you don't have to keep logging in every single time to MyLab. It already knows what class you're in and where to find it. So I'm logged in as an instructor here, so ignore some of my other things. I'll keep it as hopefully it would appear to you. So I clicked on Course Materials, and then sometimes it takes a moment for everything to come up. Okay, so for right now, you can see that I have Excel Chapter 1 and Chapter 2 available to me. At the very top here, we have the entire Office 365 Excel 2019 text. So you can either access the ebook either here, or I have the link inside every single chapter folder as well. If you're using a Mac, I would encourage you to look at these shortcut keys and see if there's something in there that might help you along the way. But let's go ahead and click on the Excel Chapter 1 folder, and let's just talk about these first couple of items. Again, here's the e-text. So when you click on this, it's a link. So it's going to open up into a separate window. You may have to turn off pop-up blockers. It's possible. So if you find that something is not opening, and many times this takes just a moment to open, but if it's not, you may want to check that out. And now if I click on this to enlarge it, you can see here's Excel Chapter 1, the objectives. But if I click over here on the menu, you can see that this is the entire book. So here's Chapter 1. Sorry to make you dizzy, but here is, let's see, here's Chapter 2, 3, etc. So this is really the entire book. But for right now, let's just focus on Chapter 1. So you're going to just keep going in the chapter. It is nice using the ebook because it has little videos for you to look at along the way. And you're going to be reading through this information, and this is how you're going to complete your Project 1A and 1B assignment that I have located in our module that I indicate is from the textbook. So this is where you're going to find the textbook information, and we'll go over that in another video. But for right now, here's a PowerPoint presentation. Again, it's a link. It's going to take you to the entire presentation for PowerPoint, excuse me, for Chapter 1. Now, if you've looked at those objectives, if you're kind of new to that and some of those things aren't familiar to you, I would certainly encourage you to go through the PowerPoint as much as you need it. You can look at as little or as much as you see fit as what serves you. If you're totally familiar with that, then you certainly don't have to do the PowerPoint presentation. These are optional, but I do want you to know that you have these resources. The next thing on the list is just that short overview of of what we're going to be doing in the first part of the project or the chapter. So when you click on this, it's going to give you a short overview. You can see it's 1 minute 46 seconds. I'll just minimize that. And then you can again go look here for Project 1B. So all of these items are resources. Here's your textbook that you're going to use to then complete your assignment. Here's the PowerPoint, and then an overview, and then another video I'll go over these Learn How videos as well. But I hope that that's enough information to help you with just reviewing the resources to make sure that you feel prepared to start on the next part of the chapter. Okay, so I think that's it for now. Take care.